mouse is really good, but it's not for me at the same exact time. Let me explain. My OP1 broke recently. This was my favorite mouse. Okay, when I was trying to change the cable, I guess I was being too rough with it. It is what it is. Doesn't work. I was this close to buying another OP1 or like a new cable, but I thought, you know what? Let me try a new mouse. I can make a video out of it, and maybe it'll be fun. Maybe I'll like it more than the OP1. ZA13 has always been one that I've wanted to try. On paper, it looks like it's perfect for my grip, so I really wanted to give it a shot. I've got pretty big hands, though, like 19 by 10. I can use a lot of small mice, so I've never really had a problem. I guess my grip style just kind of allows me to adapt to whatever mouse I'm using. Parts of this mouse, is honestly amazing. I love it. Before I get too into it, though, please sub if you do like these kind of reviews. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs so I can get monetized and put some of that money towards my student loans. I really appreciate it if you do that. But what Zowie got right? First, I want to talk about this dongle, this charging dock thing. This thing is fucking cool. You can literally just put your mouse on the dock and it just starts charging. I think some other companies have done this before, but this one just really stands out to me. Here, let me see if I can... Oh, it looks extremely dark. Yeah, you don't have to fiddle around with the cable, reach across your desk, unplug something, plug it in, and then you forget where the tiny little USB is. You just put it on there. I love it. I think it's so sick. And I never forget to charge my mouse like some other mice. Next, I want to talk about a scroll wheel. I don't normally care about scroll wheels at all. I know a lot of reviewers put emphasis on the sound of the scroll wheel or whatever. And a lot of people hated the sound of this one. I personally don't care about that at all. I like the very big defined steps on this. It makes it so it's really hard to over scroll. I use scroll wheel jump in deadlock sometimes if you want to hit a very fast wall jump. My other mice, like the OP1, the steps are way smaller, so it's a lot easier to over scroll, and then you're using extra stamina when you didn't need to. Zowie scroll wheel is nice. Zowie really nailed some parts of this mouse really good. Really hard. Really made me wish the shape worked for me. It just doesn't. Here's kind of where it all fell apart for me. These reviews, these videos that I make where I'm, reviewing a tech product, this is just my experience with it. Do I think it's a bad mouse or anything? No. But I knew coming into it, the ZA series was a very love it or hate it shape. So I wanted to give it a shot because sometimes I might love it. My problem is probably what you could have guessed. It's too small. Like I was saying earlier, it kind of confused me because I've been able to use almost every mouse. I've never really had a problem. My grip is kind of this weird... I'll see if I can get a better video of it. But it's kind of this weird... I claw grip it, but the contact point is like the top part of my palm. It doesn't need to fit into the back of my hand like other people. It doesn't have to go like this. If I had to do this, the OP1 would be too small for me, right? But I just grab it a little bit farther up. It's not a fingertip grip because I'm not like grabbing it from here. It is still in my palm, just only on the top part of it. When I was saying earlier, I've never really had a mouse feel too small before. Then I had a light bulb moment while I was writing this script. I actually have had a mouse that is too small, and it's the Zowie S2. I'm starting to think the reason why these two Zowie mice that are considered small are the only two mice I've ever had a problem with being too small for me. Holy shit, I said small a lot. I'm starting to think these Zowie designs their shapes so specifically for certain grip styles and hand sizes that you can't really just force your own grip style onto them. They either kind of fit you or they don't at all. I was looking for an OP1 but with a higher back hump. I thought the ZA would be pretty similar to what I was looking for. I know they're not like crazy similar, but they are kind of similar size. Zowie hump is what led to the issue. And it's not what you're thinking. It's not that the hump is too big or anything. The hump's exactly the type of style I was looking for. It's the shape of the hump. So one thing that I love about the OP1 8K, the top hump is a little bit flatter than most mice. This hump flattens out while this hump keeps its curve the entire time. Like I was saying earlier, where the top of my palm is my contact point, the contact point on this is a lot smaller than something that's flatter. Does that make sense? Because this has a higher peak in the curve, that peak is what my hand is touching rather than the entirety of the hump like on the OP1 8K. The reason why it ruined it for me is it felt loose in my hand. Without that that really big anchor point in the back of my palm, it just kind of felt like the mouse was like twisting angle in my hand. Like I felt like I was starting to hold it like this, or like this sometimes. I wasn't just holding it straight. And I have zero science behind this, but I swear keeping your mouse in line with your arm makes aiming so much easier. Maybe that's just a me thing. I'm not sure, but I have always found with mice that I'm able to hold straight with my arm, I just aim a lot better. The OP1 8K, for example, nearly straight with my arm. Maybe a slight tilt's fine. It just doesn't feel sturdy in my hand. Let me talk about one other thing too. You know, I like light mice, but I'm not gonna be a princess over here like saying I need a mouse to be 30 grams or else I won't use it. As long as it's like under 70, I tend to not care at all. The ZA13 is 65 grams. What I was previously using after my OP1 broke was the XM2WE. This is 61 grams. So it's a 4-gram difference, right? But somehow, the ZA13 feels like a brick. My only hypothesis as to why that is just because the contact points and the way the weight is spread out among my hand with my specific grip must be a little bit worse with this than the OP1 8K. Maybe it's just the fact that the XM2WE is bigger. I don't know. But this thing, even holding it in my hand, feels like a brick. Like I would think this is at least 70 grams or above. I actually don't believe this is 65. I'm going to weigh this right now. I got a food scale. They weren't lying. I'm blown away. I'm blown away, actually. The difference between these feel a lot more than 4 grams. I think only Zowie could make 65 grams feel heavy, but that's just what they do. They make solid stuff, okay? So I'm going to say something a little heartfelt here because it's been a while since I bought a new mouse. Even though the ZA13 isn't for me, it did kind of make me appreciate how good the mouse market is. Right now, at least. Even if it feels a bit uninspired lately, I genuinely do believe there is a mouse out there that fits everyone. You know, even if they haven't made it yet, maybe eventually, right? But you really just got to find it. I still think mice are a bit overrated, as in how much they impact. If you don't feel good with a mouse, it's not going to help you. But there's no god mouse. As long as if you can grip a mouse and you feel comfortable right when you're holding it, it's probably good. As long as it's not really heavy, really big, you're not palm gripping. That was a joke. You'll have good aim. You won't get better aim just by buying a new mouse. But I can say for sure this one isn't mine. I can cross that one off the list. I do really want to try the Zowie fitting kit because out of the 2 Zowie mice that I have tried, I guess you could say 3 because I got the Glorious Model O, so that's like an FK2 clone. The shapes really haven't fit me very well, but I feel like a ZA12 or whatever the medium size one of this, maybe even the large might fit me well. But I tend not to like large mice, so maybe the medium. But I would love to try the fitting kit. I don't know how you even get that though, but it looks pretty fun. If you have a mouse you think I should try, please comment it because I do want to start making videos on mice again. I think they are fun. And I have a while to catch up. I'm going to make a video soon going through all the different mice I have. Because I have a lot. I've gained a lot through the years. Not very proud of it. But for now, I'm going to sign off saying the OP1 8K is still the king for me. And I might get the wireless one or I might just get the 8K again. I can't tell. I don't know what I'm going to do. Don't forget to sub if you watched all the way through here. You legally have to now. But, okay. Bye-bye.